What if America isn't breaking, but recalibrating? We talk about division, chaos, and crisis. But step back. The bigger picture might reveal something different, a pattern, a pendulum. One that swings, not because we are lost, but because that's how a democracy finds its balance. American politics isn't a straight line. It swings between competing visions of what the country should be. Historians call it the pendulum theory. Periods of bold progress followed by seasons of retrenchment. Not random, not irrational, but a kind of national reflex. When change comes too fast for some, or too slow for others, pressure builds. And eventually, the pendulum swings the other way. This isn't failure, it's recalibration. It's how a democracy as vast and diverse as ours adjusts, adapts, and corrects course. In the 1820s, Andrew Jackson's rise marked a political realignment. For the first time, a president claimed to speak not for elites, but for the common man. Voter participation expanded, but only for white men. It was a populist push that reshaped politics, democratizing some spaces while entrenching exclusion in others. A reminder, not all progress is universal. The Great Depression shocked the system. Banks failed, jobs vanished, confidence collapsed. In response, Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal redefined the government's role. Social security, labor rights, infrastructure investment. The federal government stepped in where markets had failed. It was a swing toward collective action, a national recalibration born out of necessity and fear. By the 1980s, disillusionment with big government grew. Inflation hit 13.5% in 1980. Unemployment reached nearly 11% by 1982. And the failed Iran hostage rescue mission symbolized American decline. Millions of working-class voters, previously Democratic stalwarts, shifted their allegiance. Ronald Reagan promised a different vision: smaller government, personal freedom, national pride. His presidency rewound parts of the New Deal mindset, replacing it with market confidence and a renewed focus on individualism. The top marginal tax rate dropped from 70% to 28% during his tenure, while federal debt nearly tripled. Again, the pendulum swung. Today, we're caught in another swing. But it's not just about left or right. It's deeper, existential. Behind every pendulum shift lie economic interests that benefit regardless of which direction we swing. Since 1989, the top 1% have captured nearly 50% of all income growth, while the corporate share of political donation has grown from 23% in 1990 to over 70% today. Political division serves this interest by keeping voters focused on cultural battles rather than shared economic challenges. Who are we? What do we owe one another? What is the role of the government and of the individual? Some Americans fear that cultural and demographic change is happening too quickly. Others are frustrated it isn't happening fast enough. And in the middle, a quiet group watches with exhaustion. A recent study from More in Common found that 67% of Americans belong to what they call the exhausted majority. People tired of political division, eager for nuance, and longing for common ground. Our disconnect didn't just happen, it grew inside systems optimized for speed, emotion, and division. Today's swings are happening faster, not just because of politics, but because of technology. Social media has compressed time, amplified extremes, and made every swing feel like a permanent break. The algorithms that govern our feeds aren't neutral observers, they are profit engines. They amplify division because conflict keeps us watching, clicking, and engaging. When we consume hours of news and social media daily, we are not seeing reality. We are seeing a distorted version engineered to maximize our emotional reactions. The more outraged, fearful, or vindicated we feel, the longer we stay plugged in. This digital noise doesn't just cloud judgment, it hijacks it. Studies show that heavy media consumers consistently overestimate societal threats and underestimate common ground with political opponents. The solution isn't more information, it's better filters. Consider implementing media fasting, designated days with zero news or social media consumption. Notice how your perception shifts when you're not being fed a constant stream of crisis narratives. True power comes from seeing the signal through the noise. When others are caught in the algorithm's emotional trap, you can step back, recognize the pattern, and make decisions based on reality, not engineered outrage. Globalization has further blurred the lines between domestic and international challenges, making identity, security, and economy feel like zero-sum battles. Think of America like a house, a big, messy, multi-generational house. And like any household, when one part of the family is angry or anxious, we don't ignore it, we deal with it, not with blame, but with understanding. Before we rush out to help the neighbors, we have to clean up our own rooms. Before we promise to lead the world, we need to make sure we are not falling apart inside. It's not selfish to put your house in order. It's survival. It's responsibility. It's how you build strength. History tells us something powerful. The pendulum never returns to the exact same place. With each swing, we carry lessons forward. Instead of fearing the swing, maybe we learn to manage it. This means recognizing change isn't always progress. Tradition isn't always wisdom, but both can offer something essential. We don't have to agree on everything, but we have to agree to keep the house standing. America is still the great unfinished project. It's flawed, it's messy, but it's still ours. And the next swing, that depends on us. All of us. But now you see the pattern. You understand the forces at work, both visible and hidden. This awareness isn't just academic, it's power. When others are caught in the emotional hurricane of the moment, you can stand in its eye. When media algorithms push easy outrage, you can choose strategic clarity. When political actors demand blind loyalty, you can demand accountability. See reality first, then shape it.